Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make I'm going to make Salisbury steak. Today guys, I'll be making Salisbury steak. So in my bowl right here, I have 1 pound of ground beef. Put all your favorite seasonings in there. And I have some Heinz 57. I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to come back, fry these off, make the gravy, rice, and some green sweet peas. Alright guys. And guys, I'm still trying to get used to this tripod. When the iPad is on it, I thought you could see my bowl with the beef in it, but you couldn't. But I'll get it sooner or later, guys. All right, so the Salisbury steak, they usually have that little oval shape. This is some more ground beef. It doesn't have a lot of fat in it, so that's the only reason why I put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. After these fry, I'll come back and we'll go to the next step, guys. Also, I hope everyone is having a great day. It's been raining here for the past 2 days, but it has cleared up, and now I hope they're getting back to normal because tomorrow is Good Friday. All right, guys, so these have been cooking for maybe about 5 or 6 minutes. So now I'm going to just flip them over. This one didn't want to flip over, but it had to do it anyway. All right, so I have those flipped over. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to put these butter beans together. So earlier when I was cutting the onion for my Salisbury steak, I went ahead and chopped up the remainder of a green bell pepper and red bell pepper. So I said that way I could just get rid of those vegetables, and I'm just going to use them in the some of them in the butter beans. So now I'm going to go back over to the Salisbury steak. Also, I wanted to add some mushrooms, so I have 1 pack, but I could only use a few of those in this gravy. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is take my steaks out, and I'm gonna let the veggies just saute a little more. Then I'll come back, I'll add a little flour, about 2 tablespoons, a little bit of oil, and I'll make the gravy. All right, so now I'm gonna go back over to the pot where I'm gonna add the butter beans, and I'm gonna season this up with just a little bit of salt, pepper, and the basic seasonings. Garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of Kinder's seasonings. And guys, there are some more seasonings that I've seen that I'm gonna try, so just keep watching the channel, guys. So I'm gonna use 1 can of these butter beans. They are really good, guys. All you gotta do is just season them up. If you want to add a piece of smoked meat to them, you can just boil your meat, then add your beans because they are fully cooked, and add your little seasonings, and you have a nice pot of butter beans. So good, guys. And you might want to go light on the salt for these beans because they already have salt, so you can decide that. Also, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe, comment if you like the video, share the video, And just watch the videos, guys. I have more coming. Hopefully we're moving into the spring and I have some more recipes that are new that I really want to try. So everything is seasoned up really good. So I'm going to put my lid on it, bring it to a boil, and let it simmer for a few minutes. All right, so now we're back over here, and I'm going to finish this Salisbury steak. So here is my veggies. Guys, I almost let it saute too long. But anyway, I'm going to add a little flour, maybe about 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to stir this, but I'm going to have to add a dab of olive oil. So here I am just adding a little bit of olive oil, just so that I could brown the flour and get that flour taste out of it. So I've already started adding my garlic powder, my onion powder, all the seasonings that I use in the hamburger meat. I'm just doing a recap of all those seasonings, and then I'm going to add some water to this, and we're going to put our Salisbury steaks back in, guys. And if you want to try this, this is very easy. I added about 1.5 cups of water. If you have beef broth, you can do that if you have that. But if you don't, you can just add water. So my hands are clean, and now I'm putting my little Salisbury steaks back into the gravy. And I'm going to add a little bit of gravy master. You don't have to. This is optional. We like our gravy brown around here, guys. We do. All right. So I'm going to let it come to a boil. Turn it down. Let it simmer for about 7-8 minutes. And guess what? Your Salisbury steak is done. Sometimes I might say hamburger steak, but I'm trying to say Salisbury steak. But I did realize that I did need to add a little more salt and pepper. So what I did, I just re-seasoned it with a little more salt and pepper. And I did give it a taste, and when I got it right, I just gave it another good stir, put the lid on it, and it was finished. So the butter beans are finished, and I'm just going to make 1 small pot of white rice. Also, in the beginning, I said I was going to cook green sweet peas, I think. But guys, I changed my mind to the butter beans, and I do apologize. So now I'm going to go over here and add some salt to my rice and 1 pat of butter. I'm going to let it come to a boil, then I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes, and that's it, guys. All right, so I just added my hot white rice. I'm going to add 1 of the Salisbury steak with gravy and onions. And I'm going to add some of the butter beans. And I had some cornbread left over from Sunday. I took it out of the freezer, heated some, and I added a piece to the plate. But guys, this was so good. And I want to thank everybody for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video. And be blessed. Have a great Easter weekend.